What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media, back with another video. So a few videos ago you guys might have seen my DC5 RSX being down. So what I mean by being down is it doesn't start, it doesn't drive. So I think it's been about maybe 3 weeks now. I've just been lazy to work on it. So battery still works, as you can tell, and I can switch the lights on and everything. Lights work, but whenever I try to start it up, just no crank at all. So at first I thought maybe it's the battery. Try to jump start it, all that good stuff, try to charge it, didn't work. So for the most part, I'm pretty confident that what happened is my starter's out. So that's what I did. I have a replacement starter here from Duralast. I've never replaced a starter by myself personally. So on the K-series motors, apparently it's pretty difficult. I know on my old EK Honda Civic, I could see the starter, so usually it's like 2 or 3 bolts, it comes right out. But on the K-series motors, it's right beneath the intake manifold for the RSX specifically. So usually most people, what they do is, I say usually because most people take out the intake manifold, take out the intake, and then you see the starter and get to working on it and take it out and replace it. But I think I've also seen videos where people try to get it from the bottom. They try to, lift the car up on the car lift and somehow take out some stuff that's blocking it and take the starter out. So I'm not too sure which approach we'll be doing today. I'll be having a buddy Melvin come over. He actually recently started working over at Long's shop as well, and he's a huge Honda guy. He has an EK Civic hatchback, and he was showing me at work a whole bunch of different Hondas that he used to own. So yeah, he's pretty knowledgeable when it comes to Hondas. So hopefully he'll be able to help me knock the starter install, because number one, I haven't driven the RSX for about 3 weeks. I miss driving this thing. My Civic Si has been taking daily driving duties, and while that car is fun, it takes more gas, and yeah, it only pumps premium gas, so a little more expensive. And it's been raining quite a lot, so I need my RSX to be up and running again so that I can daily drive her. So yeah, let's wait for Melvin to head over and we'll get started on the starter install. So we have Melvin over here. He didn't bring the EK Civic that I told you guys about, but he brought his 4Runner. So yeah, he knows his ways around Hondas. He's already like ripping it apart. And I guess quick rundown. So you've messed with these before?
Yes, sir.
And usually, so would you say like taking out the intake manifold, that's the easiest way to go about it?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Okay. So yeah, Melvin's already like super quick. Like I was watching a couple videos. I'm pretty sure this thing is something that can be done, but I personally never worked on a starter before, so yeah. Oh, and very important, you have to disconnect the battery, otherwise you might shock yourself, right? That's what I heard. Or don't disconnect it and you'll find out what happens. So
we won't lose shit.
Melvin was just taking out 3 bolts and 2 nuts on the intake manifold. That pretty much loosens it, and then seems like he is trying to undo the intake as well. He's going through everything like super quickly. His car is still running, so yeah. This shows that it shouldn't take that long, I'm guessing. He got the kids in there, so damn. He disconnected that little intake boot right here that's connected to the throttle body, and as you can see, once he loosened the bolts, everything is kind of loose already on the intake manifold. So just small little stuff, I'm guessing, to take off, and the starter, I believe, is right underneath here. Disconnecting some clips. So would you say like any K-series motor is pretty much the same thing to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the SI, I guess it will be kind of the same thing too. Knock on wood if it does happen. Okay. Dang. And it seems like the throttle body is pretty much disconnected. Just give more room to wiggle out that intake manifold. Alright, so whole intake manifold's out. Pretty much what Melvin did was took out these clips.
Look.
Yeah.
It's not even your starter.
What the
It's just been
heck?
disconnected.
So how did that happen?
I don't know.
Maybe just hitting it or loose?
Probably.
Let's try. It might be just a clip. Dang. I feel so silly right now. Okay, so I guess just connect the battery and see if it starts. Oh man. Biggest fail ever. Okay. Oh. Nope. Try again. One more time. So what happened was yeah, the clip was disconnected. We tried to start it. I tried to put the jumper hoping it was you know, bad battery, but seems like it still didn't want to work. So that's a solder right there. Since we pretty much have most of the stuff out,
we're just gonna go ahead and change it.
just change it. Is it 2 bolts or 3 bolts holding this solder?
2.
2? Okay. Yeah, so it's pretty almost impossible to try to hit it from the top, just because the intake manifold was like right above it. So starter's in.
Yeah.
I hope this one lasts like the brand says, Duralast. So we have that little guy right there, that's a power, and Melvin was teaching me that that's a switch right there. So he connected most of the stuff.
The signal switch.
Just gonna tighten in the switch right now.
No, this is the main power.
Oh, main power, sorry. So main power gives it power, and then what does the switch do?
Whenever you turn the key up front, that's what sends the signal to the starter and it starts it up.
Okay. So technically, once everything is bolted in place, we can put the battery on and see if it starts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So
you can, but I'm pretty sure it'll start now.
okay.
Your battery's not dead.
Yeah, shouldn't be. Hopefully not. And starter's in. Melvin is trying to squeeze the intake manifold back in. That's crazy, because I think whenever, I forgot who looked it up, like E-Man or someone looked it up, they were like, I think this is on paper at the dealership, this is like a 2-3 hour job.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, literally Melvin is doing this in not even 30 minutes. He's like lightning quick. So Melvin connected everything back together, doing his checks. So intake manifold's on, throttle body's on, the intake piece, the battery's about to be tight, and then fingers crossed, once we start it up, it should start right up. Alright, start up. Let's see, fingers crossed. Moment of truth. Oh, yes! Yes! It's been 3 weeks! It's been 3 freaking weeks. So the starter was the issue, which is good. Oh man. Man, thank you, big thank you. Dang. So just like that, Melvin knocked out the starter install. So I didn't get to film exactly every single step, but for the most part, he took off the intake manifold, he took off the throttle body, he disconnected the bolts around it, as well as part of the intake, the little boot. Of course, you have to disconnect your batteries as well before you start that. And to get the intake manifold out, it was a little bit tight, so he kind of undid some of the bolts around the radiator support. But yeah, usually I think on paper it's a 2 or 3 hour job if you bring it to a dealership. He literally knocked it out in 30 minutes. I'm not even kidding. Like, yeah, super duper quick. Melvin knows his way around Honda, so big thank you to Melvin. He had his wife and his 2 kids in the car waiting. The car was still running, so a testament to like how quickly he worked. He knew exactly where everything was, and like I said, he has a lot of experience with Hondas. Definitely done it on K-series engines. I believe on the K20 and K24 engines is the same process. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, the issue was the starter. Car fired right up after the starter was replaced, so super awesome. Again, big thank you to Melvin. If you guys liked the video, leave a thumbs up. I've missed driving my RSX. Actually, he did make it an offer. He's like, I'll buy your RSX. But yeah, I miss driving this thing. It's been 3 weeks, so I'm gonna drive for around. I've been contemplating on selling it or keeping it, but who knows. If a good cash offer come up, I might sell it, but as of right now, I kind of want to enjoy the car just because she's been down for so many weeks. If you guys stayed to the end, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.